Hello and welcome to LFC TV's Premier League review show here on YouTube. And if you're enjoying the content, do make sure to subscribe for even more. Neil Mellor is here as ever to analyse it. And some second half from Liverpool, 4 goals, 5 points clear. The winter break certainly looked as though it paid off.
Yeah, I mean, back to Premier League action. Been a while, hasn't it, since that game against Newcastle on New Year's Day, and a couple of cup games, of course, before. Never really sure how both teams would react to that break. Obviously, Bournemouth had a little bit longer. They had 2 weeks off. We had slightly less in terms of 10 or 11 days, but second half, brilliant.
Let's take a look at the team then. There were 4 changes from last time out in the Premier League, some 20 days ago, and they were enforced changes, but still a very strong lineup.
Yeah, and the last time we played was that game against Fulham in the League Cup semi-final at Anfield. It was Allister being one of the changes from that one, and Darwin, Nunes. Interesting, when you're looking at the team news there, I think the one that stands out maybe more than any is young Conor Bradley, only 20 years old. First Premier League minutes, first Premier League start. Absolutely amazing how he acquitted himself. But that was the standout. The front three is, have you got it there? It changed first half to second half, which we will change. Show you.
We'll talk in a lot more detail about Conor Bradley very soon. Let's take a look at the attacking stats then. The most obvious one and the most important is the one right at the top there, 4 versus 0. Something else that springs out for you though, isn't there?
Yeah, actually before yesterday, the last time Liverpool didn't have a shot from inside the penalty area, inside the box, in the first half of a Premier League game was back in 2017 against Chelsea. So that was a bit of a surprise. A lot of our efforts were indeed outside the area. I think another one which stands out, big chances, it actually says 2 each. Bournemouth's big chances were at 4-0, deep in added on time, so it really wouldn't have impacted the result.
Let's take a look at the defence then and the distribution stats. Dominant in both areas at the back, Liverpool?
Yeah, absolutely. Duels won. Liverpool shading that one. Aerial duels, look at that one. Big Virgil van Dijk and Konate dominating there. Possession won in the final third. A little bit surprised. You know, Bournemouth nearly having 3 times as much as we did. Distance covered. Look at the possession at the bottom. Sometimes find with a team when you don't have possession, you run more. But Liverpool actually ran more than Bournemouth, and sprints as well. Liverpool sprinting more than Bournemouth.
Not sure how many of you saw that first goal coming, certainly after the first half. We did look like a completely different team in the second half, and you were really impressed with the big man. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we were thinking we're going to have to be better, and we were, and it started so well that at the second half. A very quick goal. You know, didn't waste any kind of time inside the first 5 minutes of that second half. I think the run from Nunes, now Nunes ends up scoring the goal, but it's the movement which occupies the defence, which causes the panic. He runs that way, the defender follows him, and by making that run, what he does is he creates space for Jota. Look at this, so the movement takes the defender away. Now Jota's got space, he's got a decision to make. He can take a touch, could maybe drive inside the box himself, but he makes a really good decision, plays the ball first time into the path of Darwin Nunes, who with a really calm finish slots it home nicely, doesn't he there? So Harvey Elliott's involved initially in the build-up. When the ball comes to Konate there, the defender's got a decision to make here. He's the right full-back, he's got Curtis Jones, he's got Luis Diaz. I think that if the defender goes towards Curtis Jones, he's worried that if Curtis flicks it on, Diaz is in on goal. So he just sort of stands back and goes, I've got 2 to deal with. I can't go and attack the ball and leave myself exposed in behind. So we overload there with Curtis and Diaz. Really well played from Curtis. Look at the back 4 from Bournemouth. I was thinking to myself, how has Jota got that much space? Well, the left back is 10-15 yards out of position. It's a big gap, and that's where Jota gets into to play that ball into Darwin Nunes in between the 2 centre-halves, and a really, really good finish. Lovely touch from Curtis Jones. The pass from Jota there. And it's about staying calm, isn't it, in the penalty area, just staying calm, and I think Nunes does there. Knows exactly what he wants to do, just pass the ball. Just passes the ball into the far corner. Goalie gets a touch to it, but because he's played it with such power into the corner, he can't get enough on it to stop that opening goal. And a sort of a sense of relief, you know, after the frustrations of the first half, not getting many chances, and the first goal, relief when we found the net with that one.
I'm sure it was a big cheer in your living room, you watching at home. So contribution from Diogo Jota with the assist, get to the next goal himself. Another contribution from a substitute as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was 70 minutes, so 1-0 for quite a while. You're thinking we need that second goal just to take the game beyond Bournemouth. Substitutes were involved in this one. And initially, I think Virgil van Dijk does well because he's up against Solanke, a centre-forward who's been in great form this season. Really good defending, doesn't just hoof it into the stand there. Ends up clearing his lines, dealing with that situation well. And we mentioned about the substitutes' involvement. There you go. It's not a big one. It's a little one from Gravenberch, but it's a vital little touch. Regains possession of the ball for Liverpool there. Little touch into the path of Jota there, who plays the ball forward. And what I like about this with Nunes and the defender, he jumps early. If you allow the defenders to jump early, he's going to win that header all day long. We showed you the attacking stats, the aerial duels as well, winning those duels. And that's what he does there, Nunes. He wins that duel. It's a fair challenge. There's no doubt about that one. You can see the referee. He's happy. In fact, he was going to give Liverpool a free kick in that position. I mentioned about the full-back last time. They've changed the left-back now. Bournemouth had actually changed the left-back, but again, he's caught out. Look at the size of the gap between the centre-half and the left-back there. Gakpo's aware, plays that ball, lovely weighted ball into the path of Jota, who recognises exactly where the space is, keeps his shot hard and low into the back of the net. He doesn't need too many invitations, does he, Jota there? So when Jota gets the ball here, I think he's looking for the movement of Nunes. Mentioned about Nunes wanting to run in behind. I think a better ball from Jota, and look at the grass that Nunes has got to run into. The gap again between the fullback and the centre-half, it's a big gap. Nunes recognises. I've highlighted the left-back and Jota. Left-back switches off, Jota wants to score a goal, and that's where he gets ahead of the defender, 5-10 yards, gets in front of him to manage to get that goal-scoring opportunity. Gakpo deserves credit. Mentioned about Gravenberch, small part, but a part nevertheless in the goal. Decision-making, I think this was the difference between the first half and the second half. Decision-making, could go himself, shoot from distance, keeper makes a comfortable save, sees Jota in a better position. There you go, you go and have a goal-scoring opportunity. Really good ball from Gakpo there. Now, if you're a centre-forward, if you slightly delay your shot, defender's going to be in on you and going to make the tackle. Jota takes it nice and early, so he takes the defender out of the equation, takes it nice and early, and it actually grazes the inside of the post. So just move it on there. Goalkeeper's got no chance. I think most times you'd say go across the goalkeeper in that position, but he beats the goalkeeper on his near post, hits the inside of the post, and it made it 2-0. And again, sort of a sigh of relief, because at 1-0, Bournemouth, they're still in the game at that point. But 2-0 was good rewards for how Liverpool had been playing that second half.
31st goal contribution from somebody coming off the bench as well. Just how well has Jurgen Klopp done that? That was his 10th of the season. The 11th wasn't far behind it as well. And again, all about the movement of Darwin Nunes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It plays a big role in terms of how his movement occupies the defence and he moves the defence. That's the big thing. I mean, Bournemouth are wanting to be compact. They're wanting to press high. They wanted to be around the edge of the halfway line, but they can't. McAllister does well there to put pressure on Bournemouth as they break forward. Gravenberch does well there. But when we talk about shape and asking questions about the defenders, Nunes wants to run in behind. Now, if Bournemouth were on the halfway line, Liverpool wouldn't get space. That's two of Liverpool's attacking front three. That's Jota and that's Gakpo. Look how deep they are, because Nunes wants to run that way. And the defenders have dropped off 5 yards because they're panicking about Nunes in behind. So we get in behind the Bournemouth defence. Nice ball from Cody Gakpo there. Look at Jota. Jota's like, give me the ball. I want to score again. He's asking Nunes, give me the ball there. Nunes ignores him on this occasion. But just watch the reaction from Jota. He's constantly thinking, I want to get a goal-scoring opportunity. His hands up in the air. His communication there to Conor Bradley is, give me the ball. Look for me, because I'm going to be in a position to score. Rather than just floating back into the box, maybe thinking a cross is going to come in, he's telling Conor Bradley, give me the ball inside the penalty area. And Conor Bradley, head up, he's thinking, who can I pick out? He's just been told by Jota there. Now he's got space, Jota. Lovely pass from Conor Bradley. I don't think he means this. Little flick up, but he catches the defenders unaware. But the finish is brilliant. It really is, hard and low into the penalty area there. He might not have scored if Nunes had rolled the ball along the 6-yard box, because look at Gravenberch's run there from midfield. He's going to get there ahead of the defender. If Nunes rolls it on the floor, I think Gravenberch might score himself. So Jota's probably made up that didn't happen, because he gets himself a goal. Look at him there. He's lurking about in the box. Where's the space? There you go. There's the space. Touch, finish, into the far corner. Conor Bradley, Premier League debut. Well done here. There's two Bournemouth players, probably favourites to win the ball, but it's that desire to want to get there first. He gets there ahead of Kluivert, gets ahead of Alex Scott, gets there first, and then has the quality to pick that pass out as well to Jota. His first goal, in off the post. This time he went across the goalkeeper into the far corner. Goalkeeper's guessing, not sure where he's going to go to, and he can't get down and make the save. He said about him getting a little bit lucky. Look at the defenders, turning the back, a little bit scared, don't want to get hit with the ball. but it's Jota who reacts the quickest to that mishitted shot. There you go, and then fires it into the corner. In fact, Conor Bradley became the 3rd youngest Liverpool player to get an assist on his Premier League debut, so well done.
Absolutely. Do you remember the ball going up for 8 minutes? Both Bournemouth wanted the game ended, Liverpool wanted the game ended, so they didn't get any more injuries, but they still had time, Liverpool, to get a goal in the dying embers.
Yeah, and a nice finish as well, wasn't it, at the end of it there. It's good to see that desire to want to score more goals, that clinical edge that Liverpool certainly did have in the second half. Well done. We mentioned about Conor Bradley making his Premier League debut. Young Owen Beck as well. Premier League debut, recalled him back from his loan spell at Dundee. He wins Liverpool the ball back. So this is where the goal starts with. Owen Beck, left back, winning the ball back in sort of a central midfield area. Wins the ball back for Liverpool. We get the ball on the left-hand side. We do well. We recycle it, switch of play, because that's where the space is. Look at the space that Bournemouth are giving Joe Gomez there. Allister recognises that. There you go. Get the ball out to Joe Gomez there. Head up, ball out of his feet. He knows what he wants to do. Put the ball into the penalty area. And a really good finish from Darwin Nunes for his second of the game. But again, it's the communication. Darwin Nunes is saying to Joe Gomez, get the ball to the back post. I'm getting on goal side of the defender. I'm going to be in a position to get on the end of it. But give me that quality so I can get on the end of it. And he does. By playing the ball into this sort of area. In between the defence and the goalkeeper. Nunes is on his way. He's onside, you can see there. He's anticipating a decent ball from Joe Gomez, which it is. Brilliant from Gomez there. Defenders all over him, but he still manages to keep his composure and finish it really well there. There's the cross there. I think some centre-forwards, we've seen it in the past, would maybe go down in there. Defender is absolutely all over him there, but his desire, his strength, his hunger to score a goal. You're not going to put me off from scoring a goal here. Really good from Nunes to hold the defender off and then have the finish at the end of it. Here we go, the finish sort of outside of the foot. And he uses the pace of the ball and sort of, rather than lashing at it with a volley, just guides it back across the goalkeeper. And again, a little bit like Jota in off the post, his just comes off that post into the back of the net. So an emphatic win in the end, but great to see the smiles on his face. 2 for Nunes.
So many options for man of the match. Alexis McAllister, another dominant display, and he was brilliant on the day, wasn't he?
Absolutely magnificent. It was Baltic. He's got his gloves on, but what that made didn't affect his performance at all. He was really involved throughout the game. He makes it look so simple because of how he reads the game. I mean, he's got a couple of Bournemouth players around him here. Look at the strength there, and then nice little simple pass at the end of it. This is superb. Little bit of skill there. Plays the ball out there, but then look at this for a ping. Out you go to that left-hand side. He sees the picture. He sees what's around him and recognises that is the pass on. Ball under his feet. You're not going to get the ball off him. That's a really good ball, isn't it? Penetrating ball in between the Bournemouth defenders, trying to create problems. I thought he did this brilliantly. Bournemouth looking to break away in the counter-attack, he stopped it. You know, his ability to win the ball back was brilliant. Here again, wins the ball back, nice and composed, little 5-yard pass, and then we can go at them. So yeah, he was absolutely outstanding, he really was. Winning the ball high, and then maybe we could have made more of this, but that comes from McAllister winning the ball nice and high. Defensively as well, he'll get back into his own penalty area, winning the ball there to stop Bournemouth getting any kind of effort at goal. Yeah, so he was everywhere, and a big hug from the manager, well deserved.
Certainly deserved that one. Yeah, let's take a look at his heat map again.
Yeah, I mean, he was the 6th. Obviously, Endo's away with the Asia Cup, but he occupied that role well. But also, look at the centre circle. He was in the Bournemouth half and getting on the ball in good areas, because he's a player with the vision to be able to pick out a pass anywhere.
9 tackles as well across the afternoon. No Liverpool player has made more than that in the past 8 seasons. He was in the way of everything yesterday. Well,
when I said Nunes was second, everyone was thinking, well, who ran the most? There you go. There's the lad who ran the most. Distance covered, over 11 kilometres. It was Alexis McAllister. Possession won, though, 15. I think we've shown in the past these graphics, and I think 10's been a great number. 15, he won possession. Even chances created, so he's a 6, winning the ball back, but then he's still creating good chances as well. He's created 4 in the game. 98 touches, not quite 100, but yeah, really involved.
Thanks, Neil. That is all from us. Please subscribe for more, and we hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.